I'm just vibing off that song. That beat is nice. Oh, he finally let the echo in. Welcome to Keeping It Latherial.
Go ahead.
No, it is over with. Turn it off. You always do that.
It sounds nasty. Okay, got it.
Oh, anyway, you can turn it off. That was funny. I needed that laugh.
Yeah.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Ferguson USA HotTalkRadio.com. I'm your host, Latherial Phillips, and welcome to another episode of Keeping It Latherial. I am the also former host of the previous show, Petty Roast. So if you know me from there, you know me from here. And the difference is the titles didn't change, but the show's going to get a little gamey. Anyway, how you doing? It's Friday, July 30th, 2021. Had a nice storm yesterday. You know, I thought a tornado was coming. I think it did in some places, didn't it?
I don't know.
I
know it rained real hard last night.
Yeah. And it's coming down in St. Louis. It's going to be real hot. So, you know, try to stay hydrated and stay out the sun. And also it's going to be muggy and everything because of the rain. So watch out for the mosquitoes. There's going to be a lot of mosquitoes. And I was about to bring up West Nile, but let's skip past West Nile and go straight towards the new demandation mask. St. Louis County. I'm still trying to figure it out. It's no mask mandation, but you cannot go into certain places without a mask. So it's basically you can walk the streets freely. You just can't go in nobody's establishment, private own business or house or home or hospital without a mask. So you can go anywhere you want. You just can't go anywhere without a mask. So it's however you want to play that. So, and the second string is already here, basically. I don't know what to say. Well, first the shot supposed to neutralize it. Now they're saying it's supposed to slow it down just in case. It's I don't know how to say it, but you know, choose wisely. It's like the Hunger Games, and may the odds be on your favor type stuff, you know. But wear your mask. I don't have mine in because I'm, you know, in a secluded area and everybody's good. And it looks crazy to have a mask on air. I mean, just to say I have it, you know, close by. It's not like nobody's gonna rush in. A clown with no makeup on, like, hey, how does clown get in here, Scott? Oh my gosh, you know, this is impossible. He's coughing everywhere and throwing pies.
Help!
Well, I mean, it will be cool. I mean, if something like that's gonna happen, you know, like, hey, how did you get COVID? I'd rather tell that. Hey, look, I was on air. I saw the clown come in through the door. I was in shock, you know, and hip eyes and no face mask, and there you go. That's, you know, rest is, you know, use your imagination because that's what I'm doing. But need that be said. Wear your mask. It's coming, and it's gonna go back to what it was again. It's they're trying not to, but if you're I can say politics and science go together like oil and water. I mean, you know, it's like you get sand. Okay, politics, religion, and science go together like sand, oil, and water. You know, you can put the sand first and put the water in and put the oil in, and you'll see. And that's how it is, you know. Each of them are correct in their own government. Let's say that. With that being said, again, wear your mask and, you know, make sure everything is covered up. If you choose to get the shot, you know, get the shot, be warned of the side effects. And if you choose not to get the shot, be warned of what could happen, if your immune system is not, stable enough to take it. Some people are, some people's not. And again, may the odds be in your favor. But that being said, that's going to stress a lot of people out right now. It's going to put a lot of people into a tizzy fit, a whirlpool of chaos, and just a lot of stuff that's going to go crazy. And that's where your mental stability comes in. That's where, what's making you crack like that? What's pushing you to the point of making you snap, crackle, and pop? Sometimes when you snap, crackle, and pop, it's not no Rice Krispies. It's nothing sweet or marshmallowy about it. It's a situation that's been building and building and building and building, and sometimes you can't do nothing to control it at that moment. Everybody has a breaking point. You won't be human if you didn't. That person that don't have no breaking point, you check how many fingers he got. If he have 6, not saying that he's an alien or nothing like that. He could just have an extra extremity, but I'm just saying, that's how they did it back in the Old Testament. Me, I'm just saying. But people get to that point to, it's like, you know what? Before they get to that point, they realize it. And the ones that actually adhere to that and catch it and address it, those the ones are real, how you say, stand up. Even the ones that break, that can't take it no more, those are people that took too much. Some people know when enough is enough. A lot of people put pressure on you. A lot of people put a lot of situations, responsibilities, problems upon you that sometimes are not yours. You can be a good reason why a lot of people have a lot of problems, because they're good people. I'll explain it. Good people kind of adhere to a lot of, situations where they want to help and they heartfeltly want to intervene and do what they can to not so much be a hero or a savior, but somebody like, appreciative. That's all they want, appreciative, because just in case something ever happened to that person, he or she will want somebody to look at them like that and come to them the same way. And that's why we're individuals, because nobody's going to be as nice or as mean as you. You never find nobody as nice as you. You never find nobody as mean as you. So you'll find better or you'll find worse. But you'll never find the same. It's like snowflake. Never the same snowflake. Your mental state, your mental status is based on what's going on. Some situations can be handled easily. Some situations can't be handled easily. But all situations can be dealt with logic and, prayer and understanding and guidance and counseling. It's always an answer to something. And some things that you don't know the answer to, it may not be for you to know. And you shouldn't hurt yourself trying to figure it out. That's being said, the Olympics are here. It's weeks. I think day 8, day 9. What's going on? USA doing good. Medal County doing pretty good. Been watching it. Watching all the athletes. When they were rowing, I'm watching the rowing competition. I was like, I don't know. It's just caught at that moment. Just watching rowing. And I'm just looking at these 2 guys or 4 guys and just rowing. They're just trusting on each other. And If they lose, they lose. It's not no, well, you wasn't doing this. No, you wasn't doing this. They got to do it together. They can only blame each other. They can't even blame each other. They can't even blame themselves. Lost together. But that's the mental anguish that goes on. Lady from Korea won, Philippines won I think the first medal they ever had in weightlifting. And I like the attitude towards the games now. Whereas back then, it was a lot of pressure. It was a lot of the country is this. It's the Olympic Games were based on. I mean, of course, it's based on who got the superior athletes in the country, but back then it was also based on politics. If this country win, or we're this and that, we got bragging rights and yada yada. You seen the '80s. Well, some of you haven't, but you gotta put it like that. I forgot who I'm talking to, but it was a lot of mental challenges upon the athletes back then. If it wasn't them doing their stuff, them competing at their highest capability in their profession, or going against their peers, their family, or their friends, trying to not so impress them, but so much make them proud. You got a lot of strikes against you. Then you got people that you don't know. This is before the internet. Walking up on your street. Hey, you're that guy. Hey, you're that girl. Good luck. USA. We hope you do it. And you got your teammates and you got your coaches, and they're just, it's a lot of pressure. Then that's just on your side of the U.S. soil. You're in the Olympics. Wherever country the Olympics are in, let's just hypothetically say Tokyo. And at that time, you're looking at not only Japanese athletes, you're looking at Chinese athletes, you're looking at Filipino athletes. Let's just say you're looking at all Asian athletes. Then you go to the other countries, and it's like, wow, there's a lot of stuff. And I got to do this to show I'm the best in the world. I just want to have fun and chill out. I just want to be the best in my city, my country. I didn't want to go all the way out here and do all this, but they're giving me this, they're giving me that. It's a lot of incentive. So some people do it for fun. Some people do it because they got to. It's their way out, and it's a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure doing you. I didn't even want to do this show today because a lot of pressure was going on. But podcasting is different from gymnastics. They say gymnastics is at the highest performance level sport. I could see that. I see basketball players, I see football players, I see rugby players, soccer players, baseball players, tennis, golf, all sports. I'm just saying the gymnastics part, just every day flipping, twisting, trying different moves, doing this. Then work your way up to the particular position to want to represent the country. Then taking factor. We're also in a pandemic still. We thought we was out of it, but we're slowly getting back in. It's like the Godfather. Just when I got out, they bring me back in. It's just like that. So I mean, the corona's gonna come back like Jay-Z on that one song. They call me Cove, C to the O-V. I mean, it's a lot of pressure to deal with that. Then you're like, well, my family can't come, my friends can't come. It's a quiet set. Only thing I can do is depend on my teammates. And some people are mentally built for that. Some people aren't. And there's nothing wrong. And this is the thing. you only can get stronger off of somebody's, I'm not going to say weakness, but you only get stronger off of somebody's, how you say, distress. Especially when your heart's into it. Can't think of the girl's name, but she pulled through. She helped the Olympic team finish with silver.
Charles?
Yeah. And what's it? Suni Ye, yeah. Suni Ye, you know. Suni Ye. Yeah, Suni Ye. When I think of her name, I think about this is character on Mike Tyson Mysteries cartoon I be talking about sometimes. Named Sun Yi, and that was his adopted daughter. So make me think of Sun Yi. And no disrespect. I mean, that's how I can say it. Okay. But the young lady came through, and Simone was basically giving them like, "Hey, look, it wasn't so much her ankle. I mean, I'm pretty sure she hurt too. I mean, Simone done stuff with injuries. They, it was never documented. She never said anything about it. They told her, hey, look, you hurt. Calm down. I got it. And she's gold medal, Simone about. She's done that. She's made female gymnastics to the point where it's at right now. She got them up there. It's when she breaks down to the point like, hey, you know what? Something's wrong with me. I can't do it. I rather. Okay, now you got the option. I mean, you might not hear this or never heard this or whatever. I'm just putting you in a whole nother alternate universe when I talk. It's LaTheREAL's real. LaTheREAL's real. Just theory, but it's keeping it real. Michael Jordan told the 90s. 93 Bulls like, hey man, I can't do it. I'm tired. Just I don't want to do it. And it's like, all right, man, we'll do it. They go out there and they lose that game and got the team. They win. So it's like, all right, we understand, but this basketball is different. Than gymnastics, gymnastics individual. You can get your individual medal and you get your team medal. This part where the team comes in is with the rings now. If they go out there and perform at their best and win, I done my job. If not, it's like a 1 in 3 chance now. I can do more harm for the team by going out there and doing something that I know I shouldn't be doing mentally and know I'm not right. I could do more harm to the team or to myself just to try to prove a point, just to get a rep. Guru old song. Just to get a rep. Gangstar. Just to get recognition, just to get praise, just to, make somebody else look good. Sometimes, when you put yourself in a position like that, a lot of people have. A lot of people are doing it right now to this day. It's Friday. So it's Friday the 30th, the end of the month. Of course, there's a lot of people right now putting themselves in mental situations that they have no choice. Sometimes they have a choice. They just walk away. Or they can just, do something about it. There's many choices. But to not address it, to not say nothing about it, to sit there and let it fester and build up, you're hurting yourself and the people around you, especially both people, yourself and the people around you. I mean, you're how you say, you're the most important person, but say for instance, hypothetically, you're the most important person with also just as important people around you. Say for instance, you have children. Think about your mental state and think about how you're dealing with stuff. People got to walk around eggshells with you. And it's like, I'm like that sometimes too. And I have to change that. But when people walk around eggshells with you, just to, how you say, pacify your whatever you got going on. That's wrong, especially when kids grow up, and they get to a certain age where they figure like that's either right or is it wrong. And if they see the person that was grooming them and taking care of them and raising them work for them, they'll think like, well, you know what, it's working for me. They have to see a situation where the, how you say, mental stability comes into a place so they know how to grow and nurture and learn from, from your triumphs and your failures. So basically, there's nothing wrong with failing. There's nothing wrong with failing. It ain't like you're trying to do it on purpose. I mean, who goes out there and fail on purpose? Like, who wakes up early in the morning and take a stretch and a shower and fix a nice cup of Folgers coffee? It's like, hey, you know what? I'm going to go out here and fail today. I feel real great about myself. And talk to the neighbors and just go out and fail. No, nobody does that. Just like nobody's sad about going out here succeeding. Who wakes up, oh, man, I got to go out here and succeed. Oh, my goodness. I got money in the bank. I got a nice car. I'm staying in a nice house. I don't want this stuff. I'll switch places with that guy out there on the streets. And weirdly, some people think like that. Some people think like that. I've had many conversations with many people, and some people think like that. And to hear from their aspect, you have to respect their mental state. And it's like, well, who am I to call you crazy? Who am I to be judgmental and say, you know what, you don't need to be sitting here doing this. You get on up and do this and do that. You get out there and push this person to go do something that they don't either want to do, they're not feeling up to doing it, or they just don't want to do it. I mean, it's clean cut dry. She wasn't feeling it. I mean, she said, nah, I'm good. I'm good, And a lot of people were coming after her for saying that, for her saying that she made you let down the United States. You failed us, Michael Jordan didn't do it. Kobe didn't quit. You want to throw up all these different people and all this stuff and everything. It's like, this person didn't quit. This person went for... Right, they did. You don't think it's... Again, I mentioned too, or you don't think it's tragedy, behind the triumph, or or vice versa? I mean, where's triumph? It's tragedy. I hate to say. You're gonna be at your greatest peak. Excuse me. Something's gonna bring you at your lowest moment, and it's like in the middle. That's where you stand. Which way do you go, George? Which way do you go? Let's say she was in a situation where, as in mental status, physical challenge. Mental status, physical challenge. Now, let's talk about the body, a little bit. Not too much. Let you know this and that. Maybe you can get a grasp from what I'm saying when I put... This is my theory. This is my LatheREAL. LatheREAL is real. This is just me saying. Your heart, your brain, mind, body, soul. Let's say that. Your mind, your body, and your soul. Okay. Stuff like that. Okay. Your heart is your heart. Your heart is heartfelt. Your heart makes I ain't gonna say make decisions. Your heart makes emotions. Your heart be like, oh, I love this person. Oh, I hate this person. Oh, oh, I can't stand this person. Like, oh, I adore this person. Like, I want this. I don't want that. Your heart is the emotional one, of course. Your mind is the rational one. Your mind is kind of like protective over your heart. When your mind shuts down, there's like you're basically, you can have you're basically, how you say, you're legally dead if your brain dead, but if they resuscitate you, if you have you need have a cardiopulmonary unresponsiveness type stuff, you can be resuscitated. You can even get a pacemaker. They can give you something to help your heart generate. I read about a guy had a whole heart pump on a backpack he had for 8 years. They found him actual heart, and he was playing basketball and everything with a backpack pumping his heart. I'm like, dang. Okay, that's what's up. You can your mind is protective of your heart. Your heart is like making, like, I'm gonna go do this. Your mind's like, why do you want to do that first? Your heart has to convince your mind that is rational and is logic, because your mind is the rational and logic one. Like, you know what, I do want some ice cream too. Let's go get some ice cream. You know what I'm saying? I think you deserve it. Okay, cool. You might have, you know what, I know you want 25 scoops, but I don't think 25 scoops is rational enough. Just get 2 scoops. Just do like the Raisin Bran, son. Just get 2 scoops and come on, not friend. But you want to stack it up because that's what your heart desires. So your mind have to protect you from some of that stuff, and block it out. So sometimes people heart clouds their mind, clouds their judgment. It's like, especially if you're doing a lot of stuff. If you're doing a lot of stuff for a lot of people, you're doing it from the heart. You're not doing it from the mind. You're doing it because your heart, you care. Hey, would you go to the store for me? Okay. Hey, would you go to the store for me and pick this up and pick that up for me? Yeah, sure. Hey, would you go to the store for me, pick this up, pick that up and everything, and pay for it? Hey, not only would you go to the store, pick this up, and pay for it, one more favor. Just one more favor. Can you bring it to me? I really appreciate it. Your heart's like, okay, I'm being nice, I'm nice, you know what I'm saying? If you're a nice person, your heart gonna do anything, Hey, buddy, you know what I'm saying? Can I have some money? They ask for $1, you might give them $5. That's what your heart does. Your heart tells you to do stuff like that. Where logic can be like, have you looking around and have you thinking and have you like, why do this person needs this? Why does this person want that? What is this person gonna do with it? Where did you see this person come from? I mean, has this person, your logic makes you think about a whole bunch of questions. Your brain's gonna ask your heart a lot of questions. So it's not the brain don't want the heart to do it. It's just the brain want to make sure the heart know what it wants. So now, okay, let's just say if the brain be like, okay, I agree with you. Okay, everything's cool. I'll take it for what it is, and we'll work it that way. But I'm watching you. So now that's where Simone Biles came in. She had a confliction between her mental stability or a physical challenge. Now, the physical challenge is nothing like Mark Summers' Double Dare. It's like you're not going down a chocolate slide. You're not reaching into a big piece of bread, putting out a flag. You're not, going into the slime pool. You're not jumping into the balls. You're not doing none of that, which would be fun. But the physical challenge is as in, I'm going to go against my brain and everything, because now my heart and my body got a connection. if you put your mind and your heart are cool with the body, but on two different levels. Whereas in the body is actually kind of like the in between guy. The mind be like, hey, body, look, you don't need to go out there and jump up and down and do all that stuff. Look, think about the heart. The heart. I ain't saying he's weak or whatever, but something can happen to him because he's too excited and too over whatever, you know what I'm saying? And the body be like, yeah, I see what you're saying, but it's your fault for putting that into his head. Like, what do you mean? It's like you thought about it and he got excited about it. It's like, what if I did this? Like, yeah, let's do that. And it's like, wait a minute. I mean, it's your fault a little bit. So the heart was like, yeah, it's his fault. You know what I'm saying? And the body's like, well, hold on a second. You know what I'm saying? You are overzealous about a lot of stuff that involves me. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm in stuff because of you. You really the one that's put me in the stuff. At least he's trying to tell me out of it. You're the one that actually hyping me up. He just thinks about it. I mean, that's what he does. He's the brain. He thinks about it. You heartfeltly go do it, which includes me. Why I gotta be in between you two guys? Because I'm the body. So Simone was like, hey, look, she don't want this conversation I just had in my head. So instead of having this conversation, she might have had worse. But however the case may be, her conclusion, like, you know what? Nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna sit back and support my team. Because if I go out there on the grandest stage of them all, other than WrestleMania, and embarrass myself. Well, put it like this. She was under scrutiny anyway. I mean, she's a female black athlete. All right, of course she's under scrutiny. Especially after Sakari, I ain't even gonna say she made a mistake. I'm just saying she did what was in her heart. I'm pretty sure her brain was telling her not to do it. I'm pretty sure her brain was giving her logic. But at the same time, her heart was like, hey, and your body was like, you know what? I'm feeling her. I'm feeling her heart. It's like, dang, I don't want to do nothing like that. I'm chilling with her. Meaning the body's chilling with the heart. Just, hey, man, I understand brain, but hey. So instead of going through all this stuff, it's like, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out. But by me pulling out, I was damned if I do, damned if I don't. If I would have stayed in and something would have happened to me, I would have been scrutinized. I'd have been like, if she knew she was hurt, she shouldn't have got out there. She messed it up for the Olympic team. That was selfish of her. That was selfish. That's how the conversation would have went. It was real selfish of her to go out there knowing that she's injured or not in the right state of mind and perform at the greatest stand of the Olympics and mess up because she wanted to prove something to herself. That would have been all going around. So instead of her doing that, she pulls herself out because she do not want to mess up the team. I'm thinking about the team. I'm thinking about this. Oh, Simone, we needed your flipping ability. We needed your body. It's like we didn't care about your mind and your heart. We just wanted your body. We wanted the USA and the flipping and the judges saying gold medal and you get it, because it's like you really don't get it. It's like they'll put it on your neck, but as soon as you step off the podium, give it here. That's what it's like to her. Give it here. Give me my gold. Give me gold. So now, she's like, I don't even want no gold. I'm just going to eat sushi and enjoy this free trip that I got. And that's what she's doing. She's chilling, enjoying life. Your mental stability is like the most important thing, because when your brain goes, it's over. I don't know if you've seen a brain dead person before. I've seen a couple of them, and it's something it's like, how you say, it's just something. It's like the innocence of a child, well, not even a child, just the innocence of a innocent person that don't know anything but happiness until introduced to something, whatever. Then sometimes a brain dead person, you're not. It's like vegetated state, vegetated to the point where it's just nothing. There's many states. I mean, not many states is brain dead, but I've seen a few. But once you're gone up in here, you're gone. Some people, what done stopped and passed away, and they came back and was like, "Oh, guess what? I seen stuff. I saw this. And they retracted all that memory. Your brain going, you don't remember nothing. So you're gonna remember everything that's good and try to keep healthy with it, because not saying that stuff will make you snap and all that stuff and everything, but it'll make you overthink to the point where your heart then puts so much on you, because your brain is trying to protect your heart, and your heart is like, hey, can we do this? What you think about this? Like, it's just giving him all types of bullshit. What you think about this? This is cool. What you think about that? Can we go here? Can we do this? Can we? I want to use this. And your brain is trying to like, okay. I can't get angry with the heart. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll be beating myself up, whereas I'll be fighting the body. So it's like, I can't do nothing. The brain got to be the logic one. Okay. And it's kind of like, my heart's want a lot of stuff, but at the same time, my mind is going to filter, but like, I don't need this. I don't really need this. You just want that. That's just something you want to do. Just an impulse. Boom, 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 boom. That's what your heart doing. Impulsive. So, that being said, the few more minutes I got, he finally found it. That's cool. Again, good luck to the United States teams. Good luck to all the individuals that's going for gold. All the athletes, not in particular. No one in particular. Meaning, hey, you made it. You're an Olympian. Whether you get gold or not, whether you place or not, you still was there. Even if somebody else don't get there, you was there, because somebody else is going to get there behind you. So don't push yourself to the point where, I'm going to say, do the best you can do. Do the best. Push yourself to where you can go to. Be the best athlete, the best singer, the best roaster, the best comedian, the best basketball player, football player, poker player. Be the, you can try to be the best parent if you want to. You can go for the gold, because that's the ultimate, the best parent. Because people fail and succeed every day at the same time. Kid woke up. I should have made him some pancakes. I gave him 3 oatmeal cookies with icing on it, but they were oatmeal. I could have gave him chocolate chip. You know what I'm saying? It was oatmeal. Just skip past the sugar, whatever like that. It's oatmeal, and I gave him some apple juice. That's nutrition. You know what I'm saying?
Eggs.
Flour, eggs, milk, juice. All the ingredients to add in there. The sugar was just a little something, just like a little perk. Okay, go ahead. If I was going to make them pancakes, it would have had syrup on there. Who's going to eat pancakes with no syrup? Or waffles. Who does that? So, am I a bad father? Or am I a logical thinking father? You know what I'm saying? Because my heart wanted to make them some food, but my head was like, I don't want to do none of this stuff. So, 1, 2, 3. Here, matter of fact, here's 4, 5. Take 2 to your little brother. And That's how it goes. So, with that being said, logic thinking, and your mental, how can I say that? Your mental wellness is very important. It's very, very important to have, wellness of the mind, body, and soul. But mind first, because without your mind, your body, and your soul is gonna be off. Because you gotta think about a lot of stuff to put yourself in a situation to do what you do. Like, you gotta put yourself in a situation to, go to Tokyo, Japan during a pandemic without your friends and family to represent a country that, has history. Let's just say it like that. But that has nothing to do with it, because you're an athlete, and you putting all that behind you so you can get your goal, and you get there with your, you'll say your friends or your teammates. I don't know if they're your friends, but I know they're your teammates and your coaches. They're your coaches, but I can go many ways. However the case may be, you get there and you're like, instead of me having a nervous breakdown, instead of me, embarrassing myself on a grand stage, because you saw how they talked about me when I said I couldn't do it. Imagine what they had said if I would have done it and went out there and messed up. But if none of that would have happened and I would have got it and won, never mind, give it here. We did it. So it was a 1 in 3 chance. And 2/3 of the odds didn't look so in my favor. So I'm gonna go ahead and sit out, and girls, you do this. Meaning, like, don't put all this on me. Yeah, do this. Yeah, you didn't go train all your life just to go to the Olympics to be an Olympian with me. You trained all your life to go to the Olympics to be an Olympian for yourself. That's what you did. Don't put this pressure on me. Don't have me, she's the GOAT. She's this, she's that. She's dope. Yes, she is the GOAT. But at the same time, don't mean I have to run the whole flocker, you flockers. I like flockers. So, that being said, 8:57, the keeping it ethereal. We got any shows to throw up there real quick? Get them a shout out.
Sure will.
Some shows. I can see it.
Can't even see it.
I got it. Later on today at 2 p.m., we got Vets with Synergy Financial Partners. And Saturday at 1 p.m., we have lunch with the Missouri Black Chamber of Commerce with Ira Foles and Reverend Lyles. And Saturday, also at 5 p.m., we have Guess Who's Coming to Kansas City with MC.
Which means we have a lot of room for new programs.
You heard that, folks. We have a lot of space for new programs. So if you know anybody out there that want to get a podcast, have some type of show going, an infomercial, poetry session, whatnot. Podcasting is becoming a new wave right now. I'm gonna take a few more minutes on that. Podcasting is becoming a new wave, ladies and gentlemen. It's basically like blogging or sending messages with everybody seeing your face. So this is the best you can do without leaving your house and going to a podium and seeing a lot of people. If you have one of those, I can sit around the house and I can drink and talk tough or whatever, and not be in front of the stage and say what I want. This is it for you. This is it for you. This will be the thing. And you don't have to just sit, drink or whatever. You can just, have your little setup, sports channel, gaming channel, cooking channel. You can talk about cards. You can talk about how to play certain games. You can talk about certain shows. You can have a Game of Thrones segment. You know, you can just Arya Starks was tight. You know, I was how she did the dragon and stuff like that. You can as many stuff you can talk about, but as many opportunities for a lot of people to get into the business and do something. Big dream. Ladies, if you have friends out there, you want to sit around and just talk about guys and stuff. Hey, podcasting it is. I mean, it's the new wave. But also, when you follow Scott, Ferguson. What's that, Ferguson? Scott Owens. Check him out on Facebook. Inbox him. FergusonUSA HotTalkRadio.com. You can get with me and everything. I'm not on YouTube at this moment. I'm having a little situation, and also I'm suspended from Instagram. I must be doing something right or wrong. They keep saying right, but right for who? Because it's just like I'm in the wrong. I mean, it's not doing me no good. So I guess it's bad. So I guess it's wrong. So I just need to know what am I doing wrong, other than roasting. Now, if my jokes are in comedy, or how do you say, get me to this point of doing that, it's like, okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. But I got something for them when I get back on. And I'm not going to let it bother my mental. Because it was bothering me. I couldn't do nothing. In talks with, in business talks with certain, comics and this and whatnot, and next thing you know, it gets snapped away from me. But I didn't let it bother me. I didn't think like, oh, it's over. They're gonna leave and move on. No, it's like if it happens, it happens. It don't, it don't. No. Eventually, they got in touch with me yesterday, and everything's cool. They laughed at me. I cracked jokes. They said their stuff. Actually, it was sweet. Too sweet. NWO sweet. But I didn't let it bother my mental. And you shouldn't let it bother. Don't let nothing bother your mental today or tomorrow. Think about everything from yesterday all the way back to you can remember. And think about today and look where you at. I mean, you can be on a sidewalk. Just look around and just look where you at and just think about all the stuff you've been through. And think about where you at today. And it's like, you know what? It ain't that bad. And think about where you can go in the next 5 minutes if your mind, body, and soul was working together. You can probably go to a store next door and get a can of beer. If that's what everybody agreeing on. It's whatever that makes you happy all over together, basically. Because your mind, body, and everything's working together for the soul. If your soul's happy, everybody's happy. So, Simone Biles, I hope, your soul, mind, and body is happy. And, hey, you never know. She might surprise us at the World Games. She might not. However the case may be, she did what she had to do for herself, and she did what she had to do for her country. If that's not American enough for you, I don't know what it is. I guess she should do some stuff like rush the Capitol and cause an insurrection or something. Then she can prove herself that she's a stand-up American. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Latherial Phillips. This is Keeping It Latherial. Follow me. And you can follow me on Instagram when I'm on there. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter. I will say YouTube. We'll get back on there. Trust me. If I got back in that casino after a certain amount of time, that was a little over excessive, But YouTube is different. We'll be back on there. But until then, I want you guys to be peace. Wear your mask because there's a mandation going slowly but surely. It's hot outside. Drink some water. Stay hydrated. I don't know if you want to spay and neuter your pets. I never had one. It never bothered me. So, but they say spay and neuter your pets. I'm gonna think that's the right PSA to say. And I said drink water. Do a lot of stuff that's gonna do yourself good and mentally make you feel good. I'll just say that. And I will end this and next week the first 6. We'll be back August 6th, 2020, Friday. New month. There'll be new things going on. We'll see what's happening from that time. So again, I'm gonna go watch the Olympics and have fun and enjoy life. Try to. Scott's gonna do the same, and I want you guys to do the same.